Blessings to each and everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Well, today's video is just all about the one there in South Florida, the Cubans. Yes, the Cubans. Well, many of them have come through the Mexico border, and when they came here, they got a form, right? It's like most of them, they were like seeking asylum. So they get the I-220A form, right? And that form allowed them to be in the country, but it is not a permanent residency. Back then, they could also use that form to apply for their green card, which many of them have been approved. And they could also move on from there to become a citizen. But at this point in time, things has changed. All of that now has been revoked. So many of these Cubans who are in the country with that type of form, the I-220A form, now all of these people, they have to leave the country.
Newspaper publication down in South Florida. In the article, it says, immigration lawyers estimate that hundreds of thousands of people have gotten the I-220A form after being processed at the U.S.-Mexico border. That paperwork has made it difficult for recently arrived Cubans to fix their immigration status, including getting a green card, though the decades-old Cuban Adjustment Act, like generations of people from the island before, have been able to do. So it's a problem with this I-220A form. The I-220A form is a form that simply documents that a migrant has been released into the United States by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, but it does not confer lawful or permanent immigration status. Border authorities have given it to hundreds of thousands of Cuban nationals after processing them at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Cubans were placed in what are called removal proceedings, a legal process to determine if an immigrant should be deported and released with certain conditions, including attending immigration court hearings and checking in with authorities. Some Cuban immigrants used the paperwork to apply for green cards and got them granted through the Cuban Adjustment Act, a 1966 law that allows Cubans to apply for permanent residency a year and a day after arriving in the United States. However, in September of 2023, Immigration Appeals Court judges ruled that I-220As could not be used to get green cards. That means that Cubans who entered the U.S. with the document have had to find other ways to permanently stay in the U.S., including seeking political asylum or having family members request a green card on their behalf.
Well, suddenly, these people are now being detained. So it is just to show you, no matter whatever form it is, all of these things, they can change at any given time, because immigration documents and laws, they are subject to be changes at any given time, right? So that's just how it is. And for many of these Cubans, it's like they are just, I don't even sure how to put it across, but there's a lot of things been going on where they are concerned, and for some of them it seems like whenever time they get to go through a door, they just close it on the one behind them. And even in the government officials there in South Florida, there are Cubans whose background is like Cuba. You understand? Their parents are Cubans, but at the same time, this is how they do it, and there's nothing many can do once there are changes. But many didn't stand for what they should have. So that is just what's going on. And you know, even in the immigration system, just wants to let you know, IRS also going out now, giving out everyone information to ICE now. So ICE eventually now will know where all the illegal immigrants live. For everyone who filed for their tax return, ICE have all of that information. First it used to be confidential, but now they are going to the point where they are going to give out all illegal immigrants information. So that's just it for now. If you are making this far in the video, please go ahead and give this video a like. You can subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in our next video. And as we would always say, if it ain't green, it ain't we. Yes, sir.